Tom Cruise may be smiling to the camera, but do not confuse gentleness with frailty, since by going over a line, he will not scream. He won't curse, he will simply deconstruct your whole question, your tone, your intent, and your professionalism within seconds, and he will do it without ever raising his voice. This is the tale of a man who redefined composure in Hollywood, a world figure, a lightning rod, and a person you never want to take a loaded question. They are the instances when Tom Cruise closed it with a crack of a finger after speaking about embarrassing talk shows to hostile interviews. Chapter 1. The Today Show Showdown, 2005. It was 2005 and Tom was being put to the test on his position against antidepressants, particularly concerning actress Brooke Shields. She had talked publicly regarding the treatment of postpartum depression, which made her feel better. Matt Lauer was curious why Tom was being so judgmental. "You have to know this, Matt. You must know this," Tom said. "Here we stand today where I speak out against drugs and psychiatric abuses of electric shocking people against their will, of toxifying children with them without understanding what consequences these drugs will have. Have you heard of Adderall? Are you familiar with Ritalin? Are you aware that Ritalin is a street drug? Do you understand that?" Matt attempted to resist, but the difference is, this was not in her person though. "I am questioning you," said Tom in a composed manner. "No, you see here," said Tom. "You do not know the history of psychiatry." "I do, Matt. It just covers the problem, Matt. And you know the history of it, you know it covers the problem." Matt pivoted. "So postpartum depression to you is kind of a little psychological?" "Now that is that, Matt. Now you are talking of two different things," said Tom, "but that is what she took the antidepressant." "But what will be the case with antidepressants? It only covers up the problem, but there are ways of doing it without using drugs because it is mind-altering antipsychotic drugs, and we would not be in a brave new world anymore. No yelling, no insults, a mere slice with a razor that made Lauer appear to be the one who had no idea. It was hard, painful, and all legendary." Chapter 2. The Nicole Kidman question that crossed the line. It was a question millions of people might have wondered about, but it was asked by Australian interviewer Peter Overton. However, rather than receiving a fat answer, he was checked. "Did you love Nicole of your life?" Tom paused. "Peter, what do you mean? You had 10 years of marriage." "Listen, we made children," said Tom. "What is your reply to that? What is your response to that question?" And Peter continued to dig. "But Nicole was a major part of your life and a love of your life at the time." "I love Nick very much," Tom said. "There's no question. Would you like Nicole to remarry?" "Yes, I want Nicole to be happy. That is what I want." Then the overdoing of it came. "And do you have a relationship where you talk? It's a parenting relationship?" Tom's demeanor shifted. Not angry, just done. "Why do we— Listen, here is the thing, Peter. You are going over the line now. You are going over the line. You know you are." Peter attempted a recovery. "I guess they are questions that people would like to know." "Peter, you want to know." Tom stared at him. Peter stumbled. What started as an effort to open the personal wounds turned out to be a lesson in boundary setting. No explosion, only silent, unmistakable wall. Chapter 3. The tariff question that got nothing. One of the reporters who were in Asia was questioning Tom about Trump-era tariffs and overseas film productions. It was a complex and political issue in the form of a casual inquiry. "I watched the movie and I realized that it was shot in numerous various countries of the world, including Africa. And now we all know about the tariffs that President Donald Trump has been imposing on foreign productions and movies. And is it this very film that is subject to that tariff? And also, how far of the film was filmed abroad?" Tom sighed. A deep, expressive sigh that told everything and nothing whatever. "I believe that is a reasonable answer," Tom said. "All right, please may we pass to the next question?" No reaction, no comment, only a slight change of expression and an utter refusal to listen. It was brutal. Silence is the greatest answer sometimes. Chapter 4. The who would win in a fight question. The interview of the Sophia started light and breezy, a discussion of a fight between Tom and Russell Crowe. But here another newspaper man sprang in with a wild speculation. "In this film, Russell Crowe said that he is Dr. Jekyll. You have a great scuffle in the movie and he said that you both had a talk. You said, we should just both go for it." "Yeah," Tom said. "And look, he's an amazing athlete. He's a very good stuntman himself also. He said he was bruised. I do not know how much fun he had. Both of us got bruised because he picks me up and hits me on that table. It is a real table." Then there came the peculiar twist. Away from that, he would actually beat me if we went at it properly, if we had a fight properly. "Is that the reason you are asking that question?" Laughing and also evidently not impressed, Tom replied. "Why do you think of stuff like that? I do not even suppose that I shall fight my friend." The question was clumsy, but Tom's answer? Cold, hard, and a little icy. The message was apparent. He was not there to humor foolish suppositions, not to set him against his friends. Chapter 5. The water prank, when disrespect met its match. This particular one had slipped over the border between awkward and simply disrespectful. During a red carpet interview, a man in disguise as a reporter sprayed water into the face of Tom. It was not a scream on the part of Tom. It wasn't a swing. It was something much more efficient. Why would you do do that? Why? Why would you? Come here, come here. Why would you do that? He gazed the man directly in the eye. He said the words one by one, coolly, steadily, repeatedly. The mischief maker was struck down. Why should that be so funny? It is absurd. I am here to interview you and respond to your questions, and you do something quite ugly. You are a jerk. Tom wasn't angry. He was disappointed. And that is what made it strike even more. The mischief attempted to flee. Tom didn't chase. He didn't need to. His words were already descended. Chapter 6. The Mask of the Average Person Hypothetical. In another interview, Tom was given a weird hypothetical. This was a disguised attack implying that his life is not normal, that his stardom turned him into a lesser human. And when you can have a mask of an ordinary person, no one knows who you are, and you can even walk through your life. Nobody knows that you are Tom Cruise. What are you doing? Beg your pardon? Tom said. What would you do? Nobody knows it is you. Tom didn't hesitate. No, I mean, I do what I always do. Go watch movies, make movies, go tour the world. He proceeded, I feel look, it is an honor. It is a dream of mine my whole life to do what I do and travel the world, the places where I was in America, and just work in these places, and the kind of reception that I receive, I never take it lightly. It is very beautiful, so I enjoy it. I enjoy people. Tom did not skip a beat. He wasn't rattled. The life he owns because he is fully aware of what he is and does not have to explain the same to anybody. Chapter 7. Jimmy Kimmel and the Subway Story. Jimmy Kimmel. Liv has Jimmy attempting to portray Tom as being out of touch with the real life. Are there occasions when you simply want to get to where you are going to go? And can you even could you get on public transportation or go to a museum? Tom smiled. I do not change my life. I like to talk to people. I make my movies to talk to them, and I do ride transportation, and that is why my security loves it when I do that. The Tube in England. Oh, I do that, said Tom. Sometimes I will wear my hat and earphones and go in and get on the tube just in case I feel like going to the stage. Does that work? Do people stop you? It works. Sometimes it does. Sometimes I was there and there was a 14-year-old girl there and everybody was on their phones, but I just looked and my head was down and I picked up my baseball cap and she was just staring at me like this. I looked at her and she looked at me and she just stared about the subway. Tom doesn't brag. He just lives. And where he is questioned, he offers tales, not excuses. Chapter 8. The Al Pacino Insult. On one of the press tours of Collateral, an interviewer made a remark that was quite offensive. This was to mean that the part appeared to be more suitable to Al Pacino or Robert De Niro. When I read about this film, I said, well, it is a usual movie with Al Pacino or with Robert De Niro, and then you went and cast yourself in that role. The insult was not even discreet. Tom didn't flinch. He leaned in. I do not fear to portray characters, but get thrilled. I always ask them whether it will work or not. Will I be able to do it? To what level? But I just like to get a character and get at it, and see what happens. He did not justify his acting capabilities. He showed his self-confidence. The interviewer attempted to bring him to earth. Instead, Tom was taller. Chapter 9. The Manners Correction. The interviewer stepped another boundary later in the same interview, and the answer of Tom was beautiful. Accept responsibility of what you wish to know. Do not say what other people. This is a dialogue I am having with you at this moment. Yes, you are right, the interviewer said. So I am telling you now, okay, just get your manners in, back in. Do you believe I was out of line? Yes, absolutely. I am very sorry about that, you see. Good. That single word. Good. It wasn't shouted. It was not oozing with sarcasm. It was merely the shutting of a door, and it was perfect. Interviewers have experimented with everything over the years. Loaded questions, personal digs, gotcha moments, even physical pranks. Tom does not play their game, since he does not have to shout to get his point across. He does not have to blow himself up to be powerful. He does not have to embarrass anybody in order to be bigger. His strength is moderation, in control, in understanding that silence or a sentence in the right place can strike more than any rave ever could. Just remember the next time you watch Tom Cruise smiling in a press tour, and that smile is no feebleness. It's a warning. You see, he does not shout because you go out of line. He'll outclass you every single time. Thanks for watching. And in the event that you liked this compilation of Tom Cruise attacking with his calmest composure, then like and subscribe. And tell me somewhere in the comments, what was your favorite moment? Next time you will see me,